kindness from me when I first offered. Valentine's Day. Hearts and flowers. The perfect occasion to smother my new love with tokens of affection. I chose a dozen red roses, an assortment of truffles, and a darling little lacy thing. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to be so intimate. You might say I'd overdone it. And in truth, at that point, my love and I had not actually met. Ever the romantic, I followed her to her apartment. Loudly proclaiming my love, I drowned out her screams of protest. Sadly, it was not to be. So instead of smothering her with gifts, I simply smothered her.
The bad news is the cat bitch took out the boss. I was there. She really did a number on him.
April,
But whatever,
June,
man. We need a new plan. Assuming none of you have a better idea.
March
I say we
17th,
hide out here.
the day
The
set
rest of us
aside for
run
St.
round in
Patrick,
circles over
the
jungle
holy
till
man
time
who drove the
passes.
snakes from Ireland.
I take it by
Interesting
silence.
thing about snake venom, Batman. Some are green, just like the dye used to make green beer. That made it all the easier when I hosted that St. Patty's Day party for my old gang. As you remember, one of my henchmen tried to tip you off. I wasn't sure which one had done it, so I decided to punish them all. One dose of green mamba venom into the beer keg, and they were soon rotting under the shamrocks. So I guess that makes you responsible for their deaths, too. I'll drink to that. Well, Batman. You listened well. You appear to understand the importance of dates, don't you? Let me tell you about this day of fools. I remember clearly that I watched her for days, waiting for the perfect moment. It was cold that March. It felt like spring would never come. They drank coffee, and she confessed her life lacked surprises. For 6 more days, I watched. April 1st, 5:22 a.m. I finished cutting through the brake lines of her car. From the camera I placed on her dash, I saw her panic. My only regret? She couldn't hear me yell, "Surprise!"
bad news is the cat bitch took out the boss. I was there.
30 days
she really did a number on
September.
him. But whatever, man. We need... new plan. Assuming none of you have a better idea.
M was for the murderous look she gave me. O meant only she was weak and old.
I take it by your side.
T is for her terror as she fought me. H is for her heart that I now hold. E is for her eyes swiftly dimming. R means rot, and soon rotting she will be. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word that means a corpse to me. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Father's Day, time to pray. Was your father a stern man, Batman? Did he make you what you are today? Come back that day and tell me. Father's Day, time to pray. Was your father a stern man, Batman? Did he make you what you are today? Come back that day and tell me. I wasn't real close to my dad. And after my first internment at Arkham, he never spoke at all. Seems he wrote me off as a wacko, a loser. So, after I was released, I wanted to clear the air between us. Next Father's Day, I dropped by his place and suggested we go fishing. You ever go fishing with your pop? Well, it's some fun, let me tell you. The two of us out on the water, pulling in one whopper after another. Of course, I was doing the actual pulling. Dad was baiting the hooks. You know, with a finger, a foot, an eye. Whatever I had left of him. Even today, whenever I eat a nice piece of fish, I feel closer to my dear old dad.
The bad news is the cat bitch took out the boss. I was there. She really did a number on him.
September.
But whatever, man. We need a new plan. Assuming no... None of you have a better idea?
Explosives planted at every exit and beneath this cell itself. What better way to celebrate Independence Day? My independence, of course, from Arkham. Unfortunately, I decided to be clever about it and had a calendar sent to police headquarters with the month of July ripped out. You figured it out right away and arrived just as the fireworks were starting. You stopped me from escaping, but not before the fire swept through the intensive care ward. But then, what's the 4th of July without a barbecue? "30 days hath September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February alone, to which we 28 assign. Till leap year gives us 29. 30 days hath September." Do you remember that wonderfully hellish August, Batman? Packs of mad dogs swarming the furnace-hot streets, savaging everyone in their path. One bite, and humans were reduced to crazed animals themselves. Good times. Though Crane provided me with the hydrophobia formula, I had the presence of mind to release the hounds on August 16th, the feast day of St. Roach, patron saint of dogs. An obscure date, I know, but I couldn't imagine a better way to celebrate the dog days of summer.
Look, the bad news is the cat bitch took out the boss. I was there.
30 days has November,
But whatever,
April,
man. We need a new
June,
plan.
and September
Assuming none
of
you have a
28.
better idea? I say we hide out.
Early September. Kids headed back to school, leaves starting to
I
turn,
take it by your silence.
and best of all,
Good.
Labor Day. Like the year I posed as a construction laborer and drove a bulldozer through the gold exchange. Or the year I referenced the labors of Hercules and released lions, bulls, and wild boars upon Gotham. Better than a circus. Even you have to admit last Labor Day was my most inspired. Laying siege to that hospital maternity ward? You labored mightily yourself that day. Saved every one of them. Well, there's always next year. Don't be scared, Batman. Halloween will be a day to celebrate if you come and see me. Boo. Funny thing, Halloween in Arkham. It seems redundant here. Within these walls, the monsters are on display year-round. Of course, there was that one year Joker let it on All Hallows Eve. What a wonderful night. Costumed revelers innocently partying alongside killers and fiends. Of course, the real screams came when it was time to unmask. Trick or treat.